viewers, I'm Jane, the ultimate Filipina. Today's entertainment episode is advisory in nature, but realistic in scope. I want to convey the serious message not to participate in oral activities with any Filipina. It's the most riskiest thing a foreigner can take for himself and a Filipina for herself as well. What do I mean by oral activities? My definition is oral sex using your mouth, lips, or tongue to stimulate your partner's genitals or anus. All genders can give their partners oral sex. You've probably heard oral sex called many names, going down a blowjob, giving head, a 69, or rimming, trimming, and many more adjectives. You don't want to have herpes or warts in your mouth or genitals for oral activities that you enjoyed in younger days. The Philippines is the wrong place for high-risk romance because there is no sex education in the schools or by the government. Therefore, diseases such as HIV, HPV, chlamydia, syphilis, gonorrhea, trichomoniasis, urinary tract infections, warts and hepatitis B, and untreatable bacteria abound in the Philippines. Oral sex is just as risky and dangerous as vaginal sex without condoms. Foreigners come to the Philippines to enjoy, travel, have peace of mind and serenity, and tranquility. Acquiring unsexually transmitted infection or STI is not the goal or objective of retirement or visiting the Philippines. Don't let the pretty face, beautiful skin, and youth of a Filipina make you feel it's safe to dive in head and tongue first and Filipina, vice versa as well. Older Filipina are even more dangerous because if body count and previous activities, you will suffer consequences that will be lifelong and enduring. STI pass through sexual fluids and skin-to-skin contact. When infected genital tissues make contact with the tissues in your mouth and throat, an STI can pass from the genitals to your mouth. The reverse is also true. If you have an STI in your throat or mouth, it can pass to your partner's genitals if you perform oral sex. You are also reminded that STI are not just transmitted through fluids. Many people falsely believe that avoiding contact with fluids, such as semen, prevents STI transmission. But in reality, any sexual contact carries a risk. Additionally, you can have an STI in more than one place at the same time, such as an STI that affects your genitals as well as your throat. Certain STI, such as gonorrhea, can also spread in your body. So in some cases, an STI that mainly affects your genitals, called potentially be transmitted if you make oral contact with your partner's genitals. Oral sex comes with a risk of contracting or transmitting STI, just like any other sexual activity with a partner. Some of the more common STI include chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, and HPV. People can prevent the spread of STI by using a barrier method of contraception, such as a condom, and vaccinating against HPV. If a person is at high risk of contracting HIV, they may consider taking proper precautions. Most people do not experience any symptoms of STI, but its infection can cause lifelong and harmful complications if a person does not seek treatment. I always say trust but verify. It is important for foreigners and Filipina to undergo regular testing for STI. It's cheap and very inexpensive to test for STD in the Philippines. You can test both parties for less than $100. Results can be immediately obtained or no longer than a week later, depending on the diagnostic capability of the hospital or clinic you visit for testing. Make it a habit before you bang a Filipina, or if you insistent and demanding for oral activities, to trust but verify before the lust and desire overwhelms your emotions and common sense. Hopefully at this stage, juncture, and pace of your life, oral activities are a thing of the past. Always choose an ultimate Filipina to save you from yourself. I'm Jane, the ultimate Filipina, wishing you an ultimate day and ultimate life in the Philippines. Take care. Bye.